Autoimmune disease ranks as the number one health condition. It affects millions of people around the globe. This condition occurs when the body's immune system mistakenly attacks its own tissues, leading to a variety of diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis, and many, many others. One of the key players in managing and potentially mitigating these conditions is vitamin D. Vitamin D is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It plays a pivotal role in modulating the immune response. Vitamin D helps in the differentiation of immune cells, balancing between immune activation and suppression. It promotes the development of regulatory T cells, which are crucial for preventing autoimmunity by suppressing overactive immune responses. By reducing the production of inflammatory proteins and promoting anti-inflammatory ones, vitamin D helps decrease systematic inflammation, which is a common denominator in many autoimmune conditions. Vitamin D also influences the expression of genes involved in immune function, potentially reducing the risk of the immune system attacking the body's own tissues. It also supports the integrity of physical barriers, like the gut lining. These are the first lines of defense against pathogen and environmental triggers for autoimmunity. So it's huge. Studies have shown that individuals with conditions often have lower levels of vitamin D, suggesting that maintaining optimum levels could actually reduce disease activity, lessen symptoms, or even slow down the progression of disease. For example, in multiple sclerosis, higher vitamin D levels are associated with fewer relapses, slower disease progression. Vitamin D3 is often called the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D3 is synthesized when your skin is exposed to sunlight. However, many of us are not getting enough. In fact, about 80% of the population are deficient in vitamin D. You have to go to a warm climate and have been in the sun for quite a bit before you can get those healing factors to occur. I'm talking beyond bone health. The recommended daily allowances, the RDAs, are not sufficient, and it's old information. Traditional RDAs for vitamin D3 are around 400 to 800 IUs. New research from the National Academy of Medicine and others suggest we need more, at least 10,000 IUs daily. Higher doses of vitamin D3 can significantly improve your immune function, bone health, your mood, and even help in preventing diseases like cancer and heart disease. It's been found by taking higher doses of vitamin D3, around 10 to 20 to even 50,000 IUs with vitamin K2 and the cofactors of magnesium and zinc, will actually help depression. Vitamin D3 deficiency is widespread due to modern lifestyles, less time outdoors, frequent use of sunscreen, and living in areas with limited sunlight, particularly in the northern hemisphere. In addition, there's an important genetic twist to the story of vitamin D, a deficiency related to vitamin D receptors themselves. It's been found that with regards to a person's DNA, there can actually be a deficiency where the vitamin D receptors don't work very well. And as a result, those folks need, due to these genetic variations, their vitamin D receptors are not activating as they should. Keep in mind, vitamin D receptors are in about 10% of your cells, so they're everywhere. It's actually one of the most important vitamins and hormones that you could have. Vitamin D receptors are crucial because they act like a lock and key system, where vitamin D is the key that opens up various health benefits. When vitamin D binds to its receptor, it triggers a cascade of activities, and that helps regulate calcium absorption, support immune function, influence cell growth, and affect mood and mental health. However, individuals with this DNA deficiency, the receptors are less responsive and require more vitamin D to achieve the same biological effects. As a result, higher doses of vitamin D are needed to compensate for this reduced receptor function. And the RDAs were initially set to prevent rickets in children and not optimize health for adults. Recent studies show that higher levels are necessary to achieve those optimal health outcomes, not just avoid the deficiencies. Vitamin D3 does not work alone. It needs companions. Vitamin K2, what that does is it directs the calcium into your bones and away from your arteries, preventing calcification. Very important. Magnesium is a cofactor. It's crucial for converting vitamin D into its active form in the body. Zinc supports the immune system and helps with the metabolism of vitamin D, so they all work together. In a world where autoimmune diseases are increasingly common, ensuring adequate vitamin D intake could be a simple yet impactful step towards better health management and possibly prevention of further immune system dysfunction. Vitamin D3 is important throughout all of your body. Consider upping your intake. but always in a balance with those essential cofactors. This information is for educational purposes and not a substitute for medical advice. If you found this information helpful, hit that like button and subscribe.